Chapter 4 Texas Annexation. The Texas Annexation was the 1845 incorporation of the Republic of Texas into the USA, which was admitted to the Union as the 28th state on December 29, 1845. At the time, the vast majority of the Texian population favored the annexation of the Republic by the U.S. The leadership of both major U.S. political parties, the Democrats and the Whigs, opposed the introduction of Texas, a vast slaveholding region, into the volatile political climate of the pro- and anti-slavery sectional controversies in Congress. Moreover, they wished to avoid a war with Mexico, whose government refused to acknowledge the sovereignty of its rebellious northern province. With Texas' economic fortunes declining by the early 1840s, the president of the Texas Republic, Sam Houston, arranged talks with Mexico to explore the possibility of securing official recognition of independence, with the United Kingdom mediating. In 1843, U.S. President John Tyler, unaligned with any political party, decided independently to pursue the annexation of Texas in a bid to gain a base of popular support for another 4 years in office. His official motivation was to outmaneuver suspected diplomatic efforts by the British government for emancipation of states in Texas, which would undermine slavery in the United States. Through secret negotiations with the Houston administration, Tyler secured a treaty of annexation in April 1844. When the documents were submitted to the U.S. Senate for ratification, the details of the terms of annexation became public, and the question of acquiring Texas took center stage in the presidential election of 1844. Pro-Texas annexation Southern Democratic delegates denied their anti-annexation leader, Martin Van Buren, the nomination at their party's convention in May 1844. In June 1844, the Senate, with its Whig majority, soundly rejected the Tyler-Texas Treaty. The pro-annexation Democratic Polk narrowly defeated anti-annexation of Whig Henry Clay in the 1844 presidential election. In December 1844, President Tyler called on Congress to pass his treaty by simple majorities in each house. On March 1, 1845, President Tyler signed the annexation bill, and on March 3, his last day in office, he forwarded the House version to Texas, offering immediate annexation. When Polk took office the next day, he encouraged Texas to accept the Tyler offer. Texas ratified the agreement with popular vote approval from Texans. The bill was signed by Polk on December 29, 1845, accepting Texas as the 28th state of the Union. Texas formally relinquished its sovereignty to the U.S. on February 19, 1846. Following the annexation, relations between the U.S. and Mexico deteriorated due to an unresolved dispute over the border between Texas and Mexico, and the Mexican-American War broke out only a few months later. After gaining independence from Spain in 1820s, Mexico welcomed foreign settlers to sparsely populated Texas, and a large group of Americans led by Stephen F. Austin settled along the Brazos River. The Americans soon outnumbered the resident Mexicans, and by the 1830s, attempts by the Mexican government to regulate these semi-autonomous American communities led to rebellion. In March 1836, in the midst of armed conflict with the Mexican government, Texas declared its independence from Mexico. The citizens of the independent Republic of Texas elected Sam Houston president, but also endorsed the entrance of Texas into the Union. The likelihood of Texas joining the Union as a slave state delayed any formal action by the U.S. Congress for more than a decade. In 1844, Congress finally agreed to annex the territory of Texas. On December 29, 1845, Texas entered the U.S. as a slave state, broadening the irreconcilable differences in the U.S. over the issue of slavery and setting off the Mexican-American War. In the next page, you will find the map of U.S. expansion to 1853, which shows the Texas annexation area.